It's the live's on, so watch what you say.
You told me your live's on to watch what I say as if I was going to talk to myself.
Yeah. What up? The chat won't open on my laptop. Blue's here. Chris is here. We're gonna get some ponies. I just put fuel in it. I got fuel in it. I hit the key a couple times to see if there's any fuel leaks. I don't see anything yet. Hold on.
Want to be on TV? I held the up to the camera.
All right, we ready? Ready to do this? I got something in my shoe. No, something in my flip flop. All right, let's see what happens. Did this move? What's going on here? I can't tell if this live is. All right. Get a bucket to sit on. Yes, sir. That's what we're talking about. All right, let's go. You can almost sit in the back seat, though. You can't just sit on the floor. Whew. All right. I'm nervous as all get out. All right. It's all brand new lines. I'm sure it's going to take some time to get some fuel up there. The fuel pump doesn't like stay running, which is really weird. If this is an LS thing, I don't know, but you can hear like the fuel pump relay kick off after like just a few like it only gets like 5 seconds and then the relay kicks off. It's like it's coming from the computer. I gotta put charger on it too. I charged it last night, but I just see it's like it's at 11 or 12 volts like when cranking. I just want to make sure we got good power. So this is all this cranking. And we don't want to wear out the starter. So let it cool for a minute. So this line, the supply line, the suction line from the pickup is cold. Like I feel like it's gotten cold. Everything else is like, you know, room temperature. But I'm not smelling. I'm not getting a strong smell of gas yet.
I smell it lightly.
You smell gas back here?
Yeah. Very lightly.
Do you have no fuel pressure gauge? Come on, fire. Patrick, what's up? Stig, hello. Keep cranking. That's what I'm saying, right? Get some fuel up in there. Like, I don't know. What is it? 5-6 feet of fuel line with nothing in it but air. Oh, can these things get an airlock in them? Can an LS get an airlock? Because there's no bleeder on the fuel system. It's literally just one line into that crossover tube, but there's no like Schrader valve for fuel pressure.
Chris says vapor lock.
I know, that's what I was wondering. Dude, I do not want to crack the fitting. I could crack the fitting. If I crack the fitting up here though, it's like on top of the engine, right? We could get gas friggin' everywhere. But I could just crack it just a hair. Let's just try it a few more times. Let's just try it. Hey, oil pressure just came on. Freaking oil pressure works.
Chris says,
Let's go.
Check the spark plug on the spark plug against the engine housing.
Do what? Check the what?
The spark plug against the engine housing.
Oh, see if there's spark. There's got to be spark. This is like this is a computer. It's all just plug and play. I bet there's no fuel. I'm not smelling any fuel. Oh, wait. Wait, I might smell gas in there now. I smell gas in the exhaust pipe. Hold on. I got a hint of it in the exhaust now. Hear that? Stand by. What was that? What the hell was that? Did you hear that? What is that? It's making a weird sound. Uh-oh. She went faster that time. Oh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, there's stinky shit in there now. Fuel says 0%. Oh, I heard fuel pressure. I just heard it. That's what that sound was fuel pressure up here. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go, baby. Give me a start. Let's go. Any leaks? No leaks. No leaks. Go on the tank. No leaks. No leaks. Floor is dry. Floor is dry. Let's go, girl. Come on. Give me something. Gotta get fuel into every injector still. Yeah, you got it. This is where Cletus puts starting fluid in it. Come on. All right, I gotta agree with Chris for a second. I'm gonna, not that I don't agree. I'm just gonna stop and see if there's spark. Any spark plug. I don't keep old spark plugs. I'm gonna have to pull one. Just to see, like, just to make sure we got spark. You don't want to be chasing your tail. But we do have fuel now. At least we know we got fuel. You can smell it. We'll pull a spark plug. Vroom, vroom, let's go. Give it gas. You shouldn't have to on a fuel injection. On fuel injection, you don't have to give it throttle because the injectors are already putting an allotted amount of fuel into the cylinders. So, I mean, you could give some more air, but I don't. Oh! Spark plug down! Anytime you drop a spark plug on the floor, recheck your gap. It doesn't smell like fuel yet. It doesn't, I mean, it's got a hint of fuel on it, but not like, it's not wet. It's not wet at all. Let's see if there's spark though. So what you do, oh, I broke it. I did break it. Son of a bitch. Sorry, kids. Now we need a spark plug. Now we're going to run on 7 cylinders if she starts. So you stick your spark plug back in the boot and then put the end of the spark plug on the exhaust manifold. And you should see the will you crank the key like you're going to start it? Just for a second. Go. Stop. All right, we got spark. We got hella spark. Holy shit, that is a big ass spark. And we got a broken spark plug. That's all right. We're gonna run it. We're gonna put her back in there. Broken spark plug. I gotta write it down though, because I might forget. Broken plug. Cylinder 5. Holy crap, Chris, you should have seen that friggin' spark, dude. That was a big ass flame like spark. Like I ain't seen shit like that in a while. That was a spark. We need fuel up here still. We're not getting enough fuel up here yet. The plugs aren't wet. There's no, so we know we don't have a fuel yet in the cylinders. Compression, heard that. Spark, saw that. It's gonna, well, the only thing I just fear is always the computer, right? But I went in and verified that they took the VATs off, so there's no security on it. Oh well, we'll see. I heard it fire. Wild Bill's here. We was waiting for Wild Bill. Let's go. All right. We know we got spark. We'll give a little air, but you start smelling it? You keep saying that. Oh yeah, that's much more in there now. When you start seeing smoke rolling out, that's when we get really, really excited. Come on, baby. See any smoke yet?
No, but it's getting stronger, I guess.
I don't want to crack that fuel line. The only thing I need to know if that fuel pump is kicking off during cranking, because we know the fuel pump's off like right now, right? The fuel pump's not running. Why is that? See what I'm saying? I don't know why the fuel pump kicks off. Unless it's, I guess it just meets pressure. that's the power steering pump. Hold on, we got to add power steering fluid. I can smell it. I can smell the power steering pump. Oh my gosh, you guys ain't gonna believe it. I don't know if it's gonna make a difference, but the mass airflow sensor's unplugged. Is that gonna make a difference on these cars? They should run without the mass airflow sensor. You just get a check engine light. But it could affect like what the engine's wanting. No, there's fluid in there. Why is it making that sound? Maybe I got the lines backward? No. I triple dog checked that. I can't believe I didn't plug in the mass airflow sensor though. All right. Power steering fluid's still full. I wonder how many people are like, yeah, I'm going to come back to that. And they're like, I come back an hour later, here's guys still just sitting here cranking. Come on. I ain't lying. Does the LS need a minimum voltage? Does the LS need a minimum voltage to start? Does the LS1 engine need a minimum voltage to start? Question mark. During cranking, I'm only seeing 11 volts. Oh, it's most LSs need a cranking voltage of at least 9.6 to 10.5. I'm above that. I know like the Holley Sniper EFI, if you go below 12, it won't start. It has to see above 12 to even fire the injectors. But LSs only need 9 to 10 volts to start, so I got that. Chris is like, crack that line. How many people have rescued their wives on the side of the road that ran out of gas? I mean, you just put gas in it and it eventually starts right back up, right? You don't have to crack the fuel lines. One other thing I worry about too is the injectors. I did watch a video and somebody said that these fuel injectors like hang up if they've sat for a couple years. All right, you know what? I'm literally seeing if I have some starting fluid, but I don't think I do because I've never used it. Engine starting fluid. Cletus would be proud of me. Did you add 2 gallons? I got 2 gallons of gas in there. Do air, fuel, spark. Got that. Well, I don't know if we got a lot of fuel up there yet. Well, but we do hear the fuel pump prime now, like, you know. Come on. What?
Smoke.
Don't yell like that. Shit.
Sorry, I'm
Jesus
excited.
criminy. You saw some smoke?
Lots of smoke.
Woo! I forgot to put this camera back. All right. Likes that Cletus's go-go juice, probably. Oh, there is smoke coming out now. There's a lot of smoke coming out now. Come on, baby. One more. We gotta give it a rest. Oh, it's stinking in here bad. It sure is cranking over fast now, but whew! You're gonna stink, Charles. The smoke's probably coming from the friggin'
Chris says it was from the ether.
it's probably from the ether, yeah. That's exactly what I was thinking. But it's getting faster on the crank here. There's a lot of smoke rolling out of there now. I don't know. Maybe I should crack that fuel line.
Wild Bill asked if you're high enough.
It stinks as shit in here, dude. It fucking stinks. Sorry, kids. I'm gonna crack the fuel line. Just so. Oh, there is a bleeder. Shit. Never mind. Right on the front of the fuel rail. Couldn't see it underneath that fancy cover. See what kind of fuel we got in there. That ether smells awful, too. All air. All air. All air. All air. All air. It's under pressure too. I can hear the air coming out, like on my hand. It's all air. It's still just air coming out. Wow. Probably should crack that fuel line. That is all air. Well, go outside where there's fresh air, dude. He's all in here sneezing. Cat's smart enough. He's like, fuck that. I keep seeing the belt move and I keep thinking it's like liquid. Oh, I could just cycle the key and prime it until I get this air out. I gotta get fuel up there. Which is weird. It's not like it's... Because there was its point, it was like very hard, like... Now it's not doing that.
Can you pull the Schrader valve out of that?
Well, then I'll run gas everywhere, though. But yes, I could pull the Schrader valve and then just go until we see it shoot. Or I could hold the butt. Here, you cycle the key. I'll just hold the screwdriver. You cycle the key.
No?
Yeah, just turn the key on. Don't try and crank it. Just turn the key on.
It's like...
Turn it back then. Shut it off and turn it back on. Do it again. Let's do that 10 times. I got my AC. I have a Schrader valve toolkit, Chris. Back in my wrenching days. See, it's weird how the fuel pressure is like gone now. Like earlier we heard fuel pressure. Keep going. I know what the problem is. It ain't got no gas in it. Where the hell is this fuel at? You know what I'm saying? How do we have fuel pressure? All right, stop. We don't got fuel pressure. That's our problem. Fucking around. There was one worry I had. So I'm going to go work on that. Is the standpipe I felt was really close to the bottom of the tank. Now I measured it and confirmed that it was about a 16th to an 1/8 off the bottom of the tank. But maybe that's just too tight of a tolerance. So I'm thinking of pull the standpipe real quick and just make sure that I'm not too close to the bottom. All it is literally ooh, there's gas there. Babe, will you give me a towel? Give me that blue towel. I need to, behind you. Grab a blue towel. On the bench.
On the bench?
On the bench. Blue towels. It's alright. It didn't go to the carpet. It's just on top of the tank. It's brand new gas too. Don't like say I got old gas. I went down and got some fresh premium And she smells good. But this here standpipe is a concern of mine. How much space do you think should be on the bottom to pick the fuel up, right? Man, there's a lot of air in there. Well, it should be under pressure though. There's fuel in there. Yo, this thing's down there. It's got 1.5 inches of fuel. Honestly, I just know I'm just going to take off 1/8 of an inch. I'm going to do it. I just know it was way too close. And if it's just not sucking good enough right there, it really stinks back here. That starting fluid didn't even run on starting fluid. Don't want this guy running out of gas. He ain't going to now. Because now there's... Or he's going to be like, man, I still got fuel in the tank. I keep running out. Actually, that's what's going to happen, huh? I just did the opposite. You know how I discovered this standpipe was too long? Or possibly too long? Because I put weight on the top of the fuel tank and I heard it hit the bottom. I was like, well, that's too close. It's a long ways away. No OSHA shit in here, man. We're old school. We still make kids eat dirt. The only thing that still concerns me is the fact that we had fuel pressure in the pump and then we lost it. And I'm just like, where did that go? Does that make sense? We're also going to open the, take the gas cap off and let it vent.
Leo still wants to watch, but he doesn't like the sound.
When it was trying to start,
I think the.
I don't think he likes the smell.
Oh, maybe that's what it is.
So there's no point in doing the Schrader valve until I hear pressure again. Right? I had a bunch of pressure though, so I want to build pressure back up again. Not hearing nothing. All right, I'm gonna crack that line completely open. Not completely open, but. This is it. This is what they do. And you sit here and chase your tail, trying to figure it out. You stay positive though. It's just like air in the systems, high vapor lock, something. We had fuel pressure. Now we don't have fuel pressure. We'll figure that out. Jeopardy. Too much air in it. Jeopardy music is key. That's true, yeah. And this thing, this engine sat maybe, I don't know. We don't know how long this engine was sitting when we got it. I mean, this thing could have been sitting 2 years. I mean, he just says it runs. It ran when we parked it, or when we pulled it, because it was a wrecked Corvette. Only had 60,000 miles on it. This engine only has 60,000 miles on it, literally. All right, there's no fuel coming out. Fuel line is dry. Oh, yeah. All right, fuel line's cracked. That's great. That's great. Isn't that weird how we had pressure, but now we don't have pressure? I gotta look at the fuel pump. Maybe, just maybe, did I put it in backwards? Oh, you know what? Okay, listen to this. Listen to this. The fuel pump did not have an arrow on it. But one end had the power and a screen. So I said, well, that's got to be the in. And I have another one on the bench that I was going to use, but I didn't use. And it had its power wires on that end and a filter or a screen on that end. Well, we'll know that real quick. I'll just crack that line right there. If there's no fuel at the bottom of the fuel pump, I got that bitch in backwards. That's a quick fix. Babe, will you hand me those 2 crescent wrenches right here?
Got 'em?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, will you hand me one, another blue towel, please? I know what the fuel pump is, though. It's fucking hot. So... yeah.
You're okay?
No, well, there's just a little bit of fuel right there, but it's not like, it's like, it's probably the gravity height of the fuel level in the tank. I think I still need to swap the pump. There's no fuel came out of the fuel pump, so the fuel pump's backwards. Hey, Mary Lee,
Yeah?
next to the vise up on the bench, underneath the vise on the bench is 2 black plugs. Give me one of them, please. Under the vise, behind the vise, towards the TV. Little black plug. That's a number 6 AM plug. Just plug this sucker off, and then I'll just have this. The other, it's gonna be pretty easy to swap it as long as my power and ground wires are long enough. But if I was smart, I left myself some slack. Zero fuel ran out of the fuel pump. What does that tell you? Class, what does that tell you? That we've gotten no fuel this whole time. So that like 37 minutes of cranking was completely useless. Okay, put that out of the way. Here, you know what? I'll even let you guys. I'll even let you guys watch this. Stand by. We're gonna do a camera move. It's gonna be a few, Mary Lee, if you want to take a break. I'm gonna swap the fuel pump. Sorry if you're getting dizzy. I'm putting you on a gimbal. I believe it's backwards.
You want your water?
I have one. Oh yeah, I left it over there. Okay, let's see if we can get an angle here of what I'm doing. So this is where I put all the fuel system right there. See it? And that little guy, the reason I went with that little guy is because of the location. So all I have to do, I already got one line off. I just gotta get the other line off. We'll just go up more. Oh, yeah. Jake's gonna love this troubleshooting. What's backwards? The fuel pump? I think the fuel pump's backwards. So it doesn't have an arrow on it. And it had no instructions. But the reason I went with that one is because of the size and the gallons per hour was everything I needed. I had another one, but it was too big. It ended up being too big. Just grab a socket and a wrench. Two bolts. Oh, that's a great shot. That's where he's going to change the fuel filter when he has to do the fuel filter. No, it's just an inline high pressure fuel pump. It's got to be a 54 psi, 53, 54 psi fuel pump. And then it's got to be just an inline fuel pump, and then you have to use this. You have to use this LS filter / regulator, because this is your filter, and then it also returns all the excessive fuel back to the tank. But I have the fuel coming into the pump, out the pump, into the filter, to the engine, back to the tank. But I think I obviously put it in backwards. Now, why it got prime for a few minutes, I can't explain it. I can't explain why it had prime for a few minutes, but I know we heard prime. But it could have been just an air prime or something. Speculation now. Nice thing is I made this very... Oh! See, like, why did it have fuel there but not coming out of the pump? I still think the pump's backwards. Unless it doesn't matter. Well, fuck, I don't know. Why did they refuel there? I got on my shirt. Good thing is my wife loves the smell of fuel. Lots of air. Probably because we pumped it full of air. I don't know. I have no idea. The only thing I can think to do is to reverse this. Trying to be as clean as possible here. I need a little 3/4 end wrench. Supplement. Supply return reverse? No. Well, and all that fuel that came out. I mean, I put all that fuel. I put all that fuel in this rag. So, like, there's not a lot of fuel in here. At least we know we got fuel from the tank to here. But if this isn't working right, fuel in, fuel out, in the filter. And if I remember right, I have to go back and look at the drawing. I found the LS drawings. I shouldn't need to take that other line off. I should be able to just flip it. I should be able to just leave that on. Man, I'm gonna have to extend the power, and I don't know. And then I put ground wire to that, so it's got to be backwards. I stared at that thing for so long, trying to guess which way to go. Maybe that's rule number one: don't buy something that doesn't have an instructions that you gotta like really guess. Oh, I put nut certs in here. Oh man, this whole truck did nut certs, so there's no nuts on the back side of anything. Like, it's so nice. I know, undoing everything I've done. This is where frustration kicks in. Chasing your tail. We don't have fuel, period. I mean, that's the problem. What was wrong? Ain't got no gas in it. There's no gas in the engine. So, we are going to... Oh, I didn't bring a wrench for that. I gotta go see if I got more power wire. I gotta see if I got power wire. A little bit of fuel still in there. I need like 3 inches of wire. Easy. I don't have the... I get it. 8. Oh, man. Says you want your wire. I was like, it's on the table. She's like, no, it's out here. I don't know what wire she's talking about. No extra wire. I could cut that zip tie though. Now give me another 1.5 inches. Half of it. I can't wait for it to start to get that ether smell out of here now. I'm over that ether smell. Reminds me back in the tractor days when I was living on the ranch. What did I do with that? Wow, Bill, thank you for coming in, man. Appreciate it. God bless. Have a great day. I seriously don't know what I just did with my ratchet. I can use all the luck you got for me. Oh, it was underneath there, dummy. Hey, you got any good luck? Send it this way. Hey, hopefully just the fuel pump is backwards and now we've like got all the craziness like jitters out of the way. And we're just gonna flip this sucker around. I still gotta take that line off. What am I doing? Somebody needs to tell China this is why you put an arrow. Got like 2 drops of fuel out of it. Now we'll put it down here like this. It's really funny, like there was no place to put this fuel system. Like, I mean, the inside of the frame is so tight with the transfer case. And you all right? You all right there? Battery charger sounds like... We'll have the smell of gas in the morning. These nut certs was a grand idea. That, I mean, you've ever got to replace the fuel pump? Is that easy? It's not bad, right? I need to give you a blower. Have a good old furnace for the shop fan. I got 2 more fans, but yeah, that little one doesn't do much. But I love it because it was built in the 60s. It's the original fan. I did put a little wire power motor on it. Okay, ground is tight. I guess I should not tighten that up yet until I put the line on, but I gotta get the power wire. So right now I'm just gonna run a jumper wire. No, I'm gonna go make a wire. Just do it fucking right now. I just need to extend that. And then this line will go back on here. And it should be pretty close to what was before. See, that's going to have to go up a little bit, I guess. Oh, because it was taller going the other way. Because that piece makes the hose longer that direction. Gosh darn it. I don't think I'm going to take that out. That excess. Sorry. Sorry. You guys are always in the way. I need to take out, I don't think I'm going to take the excess out with just sliding the pump down or up. No, because I'm going to go off that. I have to shorten this. I have to shorten the hose 3/4 of an inch, and I got to go make a line. Or just extend the power wire by 6 inches. 10 inches. Wait until I get the torch over here, Chris. You're going to really freak out. We extend that wire. All right. Just going to give ourselves a little extra this time. I got it like zip tied up out of the way. Never fails on something that you make exact is the piece that you're going to have to end up like moving or changing. All right, solder on this eyelet to this wire, and then I'll be back underneath there. Oh, I gotta shorten that line. The thing about those those braided lines, those AN hoses, you don't want to like bend them around because you'll get a leak. Can I bend it to make it work? Yeah. But you treat us like an unwanted redhead stepchild. East Coast, blues on the East Coast. Dude, those unwanted redheaded stepchilds are the worst. Let me tell you. Because I know. I've only spent 48 years being that unwanted redhead stepchild. All right, where I'm going to be using the torch, we didn't have no gas up there. But it's still going to be sketch. Right next to an open fuel line. Solder this joint. Stay. Oh, you son of a gun. Is Blue going to church? Are you going to church, Blue? Are you praying? Are you praying? I would pray too. Just blowing on the solder. Okay. Let that cool for a second. I literally need to shorten that hose by 1 inch. Oh, if you're going to use the AN fittings too, by the way, don't use the cheap AN fittings. Use the PFTE AN fittings. Fucking Blue's like, you threw. I was like, what? Are we going to church today? He's like, no, I'm praying you don't fucking blow up. No shit, dude. Oh, me too. I was praying. Okay, I gotta get this heat shrink though. I'm gonna throw a little electrical tape over it too, just for safe measures. Just because of its location. No, actually, that's a clean heat shrink job. Never mind. Just a little more flame. We'll be done. We'll be out of here. Okay. All right. Now, this gotta go back here. Still want to make it look cool. And then this gotta go up here. Like that. All right. I hope this sucker was just backwards. Wouldn't that be a pure joyness? Awesome. Oh, I dropped the wrong cartridge. Come on, where you at? I forgot to tell you guys about the shirt. Me and my brother got these shirts at a truck stop in like 1992. in Chehalis, Washington. So I'm wearing it today. That thing must be on my shirt somewhere. Come on. It's a tiny little lock washer I just lost. I didn't hear it before though. There it is. Got it. Anyways, bought this shirt. Me and my brother brought these shirts at a truck stop. I'll never forget the day. So, a very fitting shirt for today. As I sit and reminisce on my brother and try and get this son of a gun started. If this is the most we got to do, though, come on now. I'll be happy with that. Tight. Ground is tight. I got to tighten those bolts up. And then take an inch off that line. Oh. Smells like gas. Smells like gas. And how the heck that? Oh, you gotta stay on there. This fuel filter is grounded too. What are you doing? Go in your home, dude. It's the weirdest clip ever. Okay, let's go make line. I just gotta cut this down real quick. They're pretty easy to do, but these PFTEs is way better quality because it has the plastic line on the inside, so it's more rigid and it uses a ferrule. Oh shit. You can't shorten it because of the ferrule. I might have another ferrule. I might have another ferrule. '92 was not a great year. 95 was a great year. 92 was a bunch of hoodlums. 95 is where it's at, bro. This is a customer's vehicle. Not a customer. It's kind of. He's kind of like my younger brother. He's kind of like the brother I lost. Me and Jake have been friends since 1997. So we added up the other day. It was 28 years, almost 30 years of friendship. And we've lived very close to each other, and we've lived 3,000 miles apart, and we've always stayed connected. And this is his third Fj40, and this is the second one I've built for him. The first one we built like 10 years ago, and now we're doing his third in life Fj40, but this is his ultimate dream one. This is it. This is it. So you guys will get to meet him next weekend, exactly 7 days from now, as long as this sucker starts. All right, we gotta go make a line. We got 7 days. I got a thing on my phone that tells me it was like 7 days and 8 hours a little while ago. 5 p.m. We're gonna do it at 5 p.m. Anyways, I know I keep saying this, but get the PFTE the PFTE lines because they have the ferrule inside. So the line is way more rigid, and how you tell the difference is this piece right, how that flares out like that. These are the fittings you want. I've never taken one of these apart though. The other ones I've had leak pretty bad. See, these ones have the pipe inside of it that goes inside the ferrule and just clamps it all together. That's what I was afraid of. I think you got to get I got to get a whole new nut. Found one. Found one. Okay, so I can just cut that. Right about there. Oops. Got my tape. You want to tape it when you cut it just so it doesn't fray everywhere, but then you take that off and then burn the fraying down. And then the other thing is you only want to go around one friggin' time with the tape because otherwise it'll be too thick. Some people use a cutoff wheel. I don't. I don't use a cutoff wheel. Take tape off. Not much fuel's been in there yet as it lights up in my hand. Okay. I almost want to dry fit it. I forgot. I was supposed to put it on with the tape. Damn it. Getting flustered now. This is cutting my tape. It's like the exact size. So you're supposed to shove that on before you take your tape off. Otherwise, it's a biatch. I gotta take another. I gotta cut it again. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. Just take a little bit off. Oh my gosh. I know it. Now it's getting hard. What is going on? This is the hardest part. Like clearly just getting this ferrule or the nut on there is the hardest part. Sorry, I'm not watching comments. You still the Hendrix car lawnmower? Heck yeah. The number 5 lawnmower. Does he still have the other one he built? No, he sold that to buy a house. It's a sore subject on that one. This son of a gun is not going in there. And I don't know how to take away or how to get those ferrules on. I don't have. We run out of this. That's not the right size fitting. What am I doing? Was that the right size ferrule? It's a different style ferrule though. It is the right size ferrule, but this fitting is smaller. Mm-hmm. Now we're talking. Probably should wear gloves. Making these hoses, otherwise you bleed a lot. You bought a house with a lawnmower, you still... No, I made the lawnmower. Is that what you mean? I made that lawnmower. I got bored last summer, and it was right after Kyle Larson did the first double attempt at Charlotte and Indy, and that was the livery for that car. I copied it exactly. The car's right here. The car's right here. So I got the car, made like the numbers and all the stickers, everything exact same as this. It came out pretty cool. I actually really enjoy jumping on the mower and mowing. So you gotta move the braid, and you gotta get the ferrule between the plastic and the braid. That's why I was doing this, trying to now open it up. Ow. Then you gotta push the ferrule on there all the way so the plastic is all the way at the top of the ferrule. Like that. And then I use the super duper O-ring lube. This is the best O-ring lube there is. Super duper lube. It has lots of purposes. And then you shove this in there inside the pipe, and then you tighten it down. And I don't know which way you're supposed to hold, but I've been holding the hose. This is it. Run this fuel line on. I didn't dry fit it. I know I said I was going to dry fit it. I didn't dry fit it. So now we're just going to cross our fingers it's closer and works. I feel like that's tight, but I don't feel like it's gone in enough. Alright, fuck that. That's too tight. Let's rock. Tastes like gas. Yeah, Sterling, welcome in, brother. I've only used them a couple times, so I don't have all my AN. I just got one Creza wrench. But what did you ask? If it's metric or standard? Well, it's kind of a funny question you asked there. It's a little mixture of both. It kind of just depends. I had no idea, Sterling. I had no fucking idea. I am 48 years old and I had no idea that the AN fitting stands for Army Navy. And they developed their own fittings to be universal in all branches of the military. And yeah, there's no difference. And then you realize it's not any common size. They made their own sizes. Like, how the hell did they make their own sizes? Like, they made their own sizes. Like, they made their own. Like, these are not. There's no. I had to discover that. I'm like, dude, I went through my drawers and I was like, grabbed every friggin' wrench, and I'm like, one of these wrenches has to fit this shit. None of the wrenches fit it. I gotta bend this. I gotta open this up. I had to do it on the last one like that. See? I gotta go bend this. I had no idea, dude. I had no idea. I was like, when I first started using, I was like, well, it's still gotta be just a common size. Nope, that's why they make their own wrenches, is because they did not use any friggin' common size. Of nothing. How did I do that? Stand by. Not even using the vise. Just pure muscle. All right, get this fuel line on, and then I want to tighten up the fuel line on the engine. Oh, that is going to be good. And we'll go back to normal procedures and hope she fires up. We had a young kid at the shop this year that was like, why do these weird aluminum wrenches not actually fit? Oh my gosh, that's so funny. I left them. I didn't even bring them with me. We're talking about them and I ain't got them. Yeah. You know what's funny, Sterling, is the fucking I never use a crescent wrench ever. Like, I am anti-crescent wrench. Like, I am not the person you'll ever come to my shop and see a crescent wrench in my hand. Like, I'll always have the right socket, the right wrench, da-da-da. And here I am, building a truck with two fucking crescent wrenches because you can't use wrenches. I mean, you can use a 3/4, but... And actually, I am going to use the 3/4. Because that one up top is hard to get to. So I use this little stubby, my little stubby 3/4. But man, I tell you, I don't like crescent wrenches. Never have. Three-quarter is just a little fat on it. These PFTE ones, though, seal. I just think they just seal so much better. I'm going to say all that, and I'm going to have a leak on this line now. For all the shit I've talked. Alright. Get your crescent wrenches out. Make sure you get the biggest crescent wrench you got in your drawer, too. Because the other one you want to use is out on the welder. fuck? Look at that fitting, literally grabbed this ground cord and started eating it. Oh, the hell? I really do love them though, so I do need to buy wrenches and another of the crescent wrench. So I think. All right, one more. Supply line. It's our fuel supply. I'm gonna move this to the outside now. My biggest one is a freaking hammer or the welder. Is that a secondary pump, or does that pump actually run the? This is it. This is it, man. This is a 100 and some gallon per hour, 54 psi pump. I got the smallest one I could get to fit in this space. The bigger ones, you know, that you see like Holly and all that shit are just, they're like twice the size of this. But then they're pushing like 200 and something. We don't need that. I looked up what the minimum gallons per hour was, and this met everything I needed. I say that and it's not fucking, it hasn't worked yet. Better not let me down. Come on, China. With your no friggin' labeled fuel pump. This better been in backwards. This better been the problem. All right, tight. Tight, tight, tight. Didn't mess with that. Ground is on. Power is hooked up. Okay. Let's just leave all this. No, I'm gonna take it out. No, I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna bring this though. And then this. Maid, what's up? Welcome in. So I'm a firm believer of things are meant to be. And maybe this little delay was meant to be. This little, you're right, you're gonna have, I carry ratchet wrenches on my tool bucket for HVAC. Also 2 crescent wrenches. Right tool for the right job is what it takes. Yeah. I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying. Each to their own. But one of my least used tools is a crescent wrench by far. Okay, I gotta put you guys back up, so stand by. Go in your home. Hopefully that's a good view. All right. Mary! Hold on, I gotta get my wife. Woman! Here she comes. I really don't talk to her like that. That would be awful. I want to hear fuel pressure like Now we want to hear it like sucking fuel and hammering, like it was that when we were obviously hammering air. All right. Yeah. 1.5 hour delay. Can we be in the front? I can put you up front. You want to be up here by the motor? See her smoke? I said woman. It's your name, isn't it? Oh, I'm sorry. Old lady. Old lady. Turn down. Chat. That was Chat's. That was Chat's idea, not mine. I would never talk to you like that. Okay. Kind of, right here. Oh, I gotta put that fuel line on. I'm gonna tighten this up. If anything, we can check the bleeder now. So I know it's got a bleeder. No, I didn't bring 2 wrenches. Why would I carry 2 crescent wrenches in my pocket? Should we do the Cletus? How about now? All right, we should have a sealed system again. Take this off. We don't want that up there now. I knew you would like that gas smell.
It smells like gas and oil.
Well, I got it all over me. It's all in my shirt. You left right when it got messy. I literally dumped gas down my chest. Start. All right, everybody start saying their prayers while I set this last camera up. Let's just get a good.
Charles is looking to see who you're talking to.
I'm talking to you, Charles. Say a prayer, Charles. Can you say a prayer?
Pray. Pray.
He's over there praying for a cookie.
Pray. Go pray. Show me. Show me. What? Pray. Go pray.
Okay. I really want this other angle because the live has to be like vertical, which is stupid, but it's the rules. Okay. Ready? How about now? I don't want starting fluid anymore. Okay, ready? Check for leaks. If that doesn't well, hopefully it sounds different. Let's go. See, I'm not building pressure anymore. What the fuck? That's so weird. I don't understand it. And it's not getting pressure up here on the Schrader valve still. I will crack this line though and see. Crack the line again?
No, that it's check the Schrader valve.
No, there's no pressure on it yet. There was when I cracked it before doing all this. When I first cracked the Schrader valve, there was a lot of air in there. It's crazy how we had that. It's like we had fuel pressure and then we just lost it. And we never had it, we never got it back. After I did all that cranking. This is probably what I get for buying a little tiny Chinese fuel pump, huh? In. I'm gonna go look at this image real quick. Don't mind that. That was my other phone. Why is this phone tilting like this? This is gonna sound crazy. That pump might need some oil to grab suction again. Way easier to push fuel than to suck it. Meaning if I had an in tank, add more gas. There's the gas is there's an inch and a half in the bottom of the tank, and I know the pickup's in there. I pulled the pickup out already and confirmed there's that much fuel on the pickup tube. I want to just make sure I got this pumped correctly. This LS, these LS fuel filter / regulator. This one has labeling on it. So the center one is the out, going to the engine, yes. You ain't gonna fucking believe it. I got these backwards. I possibly got these backwards. The return is in the center and the in is on the outside. No way. Are you fucking shitting me? Look at this. I did in, out, return. This says in, out, return. Standby. Can you hand me that blue towel, please, by the computer? It's going to be something stupid like this. You know what I mean? Like, it's literally going to be just something stupid. Like, how many times can you look at a drawing and still friggin' install it wrong? Idiot. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me today, though. Sterling, one thing that I'm very, 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 very excited about is hearing it run, because I built the exhaust by scratch. Like, I've never built a Borla 3-inch custom handmade exhaust before in my life. This is my first, like, well, I can't take that. I take that back. The Bronco is the first one. Oh man, this is such a bitch to get to, though. The inside line is hard to get to. Borla exhaust. Like, I've never made a Borla exhaust from scratch before. Catalytic converters and, you know, so I'm excited to hear what it sounds like. Okay, so let's put this on the return. So we were like trying to pump fuel into, oh, we were just pumping fuel back to the tank. Well, won't there be fuel in that line then? I gotta bend that out more. You see Charles?
Mm-hmm. What are you doing, Charles?
He's tired of waiting. How could that make a difference? Because, well, why wouldn't there be fuel there, though? If it truly was backwards, wouldn't I have just been pumping fuel through the return? I don't know if this be, oh, so maybe the pump was going the right way, and oh my gosh, no, don't think that yet. Can you help you?
He's trying to get comfortable on that truck.
So he's getting mad. He's wanting like somebody to make his bed for him.
What's the matter? You can't get comfortable?
I gotta take that outside line off. Never worked with one of these LS filter slash regulator slash thingies we're working on here today. Learning a lot. Learning a lot. Babe, will you give me the 3/4 end wrench there by the computer?
Is it one of these?
Yeah, a little. You need to swap a fitting because this fitting is not going to bend that way. Switching those lines around, but I got another fitting I can just screw in there that's wider. The one that I took off. Oh, getting a workout in today. That one's much wider. Throw some lube on it. What time is it? How long have we been doing this?
It's 11:40.
Shit, 68 people. Somebody Google, or not Google, ask Grok. Ask Grok what the implications would be if I have those backwards. Would fuel just circulate back to the tank? Or is it going to act like weird and just fill the whole system with air like it's doing? Can I help you? Can you see I'm busy? No, dude, not right now. Get off me. I gotta get this done. He's like literally climbing on my chest. If only I had a wrench that fit these fittings just right. Ugh. You're tight. Now, that's the angle I want. And I need. Oh yeah, baby. Get on there. All right, let's. How about now, right? How about now? What'd Grok say? Would it make a difference?
I didn't end up asking.
Oh, you gave up? You like, how do I word that again?
Yeah.
What did he say?
Sterling said he looked and it said that it would create a no start condition, but that's just
Well, that's what we got. We got a no start condition. I got these lines way too tight in this little area. Okay. All right, tight, tight. Lines are switched. We are in GM mode now. We'll just keep that creeper handy. Phone down again. Maybe if they made these things a little sturdier, they won't fall over all the time. Stop, Charles. How about now? I'm not shitting you. I hear fuel running back into the tank now. Now I hear it's just pumping air into the tank. It's literally returning it to the tank now. At least we know the pump's pumping. So, that's not right. Because now we're just pumping it literally to the tank. Yeah. All right. I don't know what to do. I got to think about it now. So that filter obviously was going the right, everything was going the right way. God, that doesn't make sense though. So now it's going. We already flipped the pump. We flipped the pump. Well, wait though. Wait. Okay, we flipped the pump. Did we not wait? Did I not wait long enough before going to another problem? Because now I know the pump is working, because now that we switched the lines, now it's literally pumping fuel into the tank. So I can hear it every time you hit the key. It's gurgling the tank, which tells me now the fuel is going through the fuel pump just right back to the tank. And before we weren't hearing any of that. But that tells me the fuel pump is pumping fuel, and we just flipped the fuel pump. And we know it's pumping now because it's literally gurgling the tank, right? So I got to switch the lines back on the filter and then crank it more. I got to go to the bathroom. Always remember to take off your hat before you go to the bathroom. No one wants to see.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
Because you'll hear me take a leak with the microphone.
Oh!
All right, I gotta go switch those lines back. Ah! Dude, everybody, my My brother's like, we're gonna make him work at this all day. Could the lines be backwards? No. Oh wait, how would I know if I'm bubbling the pickup? No, because I can feel it on the return line. I can feel it on the return line. I'm gonna check. I'm certain it's the return line. I'm not cracking that. Now you got me second guessing it. I could crack the line at the filter and just see what's going on. We've already got gas all down the floor. I'm just going to do that. I'm going to crack the line and see if fuel's blowing out the what we assume is the out. I know I need this. All right. You're sucking air from the top of the tank and pumping it into the pickup. I can't be doing that though. I don't think so. But this is the return line, so I'm just going to take the return line off and see if when I start it, fuel leaks out. Mary Lee, will you turn the key on just for a second and back off? Off.
Like that?
Yeah. Do it again. There's no fuel coming on the return side. So it is going back in the pickup. What? Hold on. Hold the fuck on. What? At least we know we still have just a fuel delivery problem. Once you just figure out which way all these lines go.
I think the pump is backwards now.
But we didn't hear the pump doing that until we reversed the lines on the filter. This is like, okay, in there. Well, I just got to loosen that one up and see if fuel shoots out of that one. And then we know the pump's going the right way. We need to determine the pump's going the right way. Period. Okay, be quicker on the key, like on off. One more time, please. On off. Again. 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 Yo. Do it again. 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 Well, there's definitely no fluid shooting out of the pump. I think I reversed the pump. So the pump was going the right way. The lines were reversed on the filter. Okay, hear me out. Hear me out. The pump was going the right way. But I reversed the pump thinking it was going the wrong way. And in doing that, I reversed the pump. And then still didn't have a no start, so then I switched the filter. When the pump was the right way, but the filter was wrong. So I now have the filter right and the pump wrong.
That's what Sterling said.
Ah! Son of a bitch! Now I gotta go to the pump again. Well, at least I got all the tools for it. And I got a longer line now. No, I just shortened the line though. Now we don't know if that line better fucking reach this time. This is all I need, right? The 8 and the 10 is it. Oh, another 3/4 inch. I'm fucking tired of that crescent wrench. Oh my gosh, Sterling. Unbelievable. Alright. Directions wise, yeah, if you don't, then you know the pump is either good or bad. So we'll swap the pump again. The key's off, right?
I think so.
Oh, I need one of those black plugs again. Not that there's a...
Just one?
Well, never mind. There's probably going to be no fuel here. There should be no fuel here. Never mind. I was just pumping air to the tank. Yep, it's empty. Alright. Just pull this sucker off again. Well, and the good thing is, though, is that, like I say, this is really easily serviceable. So the good thing about screwing up, like not putting the condenser lines on when I installed the radiator and then I had to remove the radiator again afterwards, like all that stuff just shows you how serviceable the truck is after the fact. So you don't have to worry about like mechanics like Sterling, you know, cussing your name out of how hard it was to get to something. You can rest assured that like you made it serviceable, and this shit is serviceable. Like in a few minutes you can just keep flipping the fuel pump as many times as you want, you know. But no sense in should have checked the filter plumbing before we checked the friggin' pump plumbing. It's gonna be worth it though. This thing's gonna run. It's obviously just some dumb human error that's stopping us right now. And we all know the human knucklehead. Honestly, nobody probably thought it was a filter housing. I don't know. I looked at that in and out like so many times. A lot of this stuff, I just stared at it and probably stared at it for too long. It's probably what happened. Sometimes you look at shit too long, you overanalyze it. Okay, let's just flip this pump around. Again. Put you right back in your home where you were before a little while ago. Troubleshooting under pressure is no fun. By the way, I'm a closed door troubleshooter usually, so this is very unique. Let's just say.
Your phone's low battery.
Okay. Will you grab that battery? No, I gotta do it. I'll do it in a second. How much did it say? 20%?
10.
Not as bad as doing the timing on a Harley. That doesn't sound fun. I never did like really like working on motorcycles. Well, I'm gonna try and keep you guys alive here, but sometimes using this microphone, this phone won't charge, so there's no promises that this is gonna work. So if the live ends, it's because the phone died. We've been here so fucking long now, that we've already went through a full battery on a phone. If that tells you anything. I'm gonna lower it's a pain in the ass. He's not allowed to watch, Sterling. He after fabrication, once I finished fabrication, he stopped watching any YouTube videos, or he says he hasn't been on YouTube at all. He stays away from it, but he doesn't subscribe, or he's not supposed to be subscribed to me. And so he followed, we discussed everything openly through the fabrication process. And then as soon as I really started like putting down green and color and stuff like that, he stopped watching. So he hasn't seen. So no, next Sunday. I mean, I talked to him last night. I tell him like every day or every few days, I tell him he has no idea what he's in for. Because I really don't believe. He has a really good idea because he paid for it all and like was part of the thought process, design process, of what we were gonna do. But he has no idea really what I've built. In my opinion, I think it's gonna blow him away. I think it's gonna blow his wife away, the kids away. I think they're all gonna love it. I think it's gonna be a hit. I hope so. Yeah, right? Repetitiveness, right? Always helps. This is my first LS. This is my first LS swap, so we're learning it all together. Everybody says it's so easy. I tell you, if it was a damn carburetor, we would have been alright by now. We ain't got no carburetor. We ain't got no stinking carburetor. The line is too fucking short now. Oh my gosh. No, I can move it a little bit. Let's move it down and make sure it's gonna work. Can buy a carburetor swap. Dude, this is Rivals Top Shop, the country real talk. Oh, what do you mean? In 7 months, I think I built a pretty friggin' badass build. Incorporated like so many ideas that me and him have always talked about. He has no idea of the toolkit. He has no idea about the lighting, the green lighting. He has no idea about the steering wheel. He has no idea about the trouble light. He has no idea. He does know the outlaw switch. He bought the outlaw switch. But he wasn't part of the trouble light. I did that on my own. So he's got a lot of surprises. He has no idea of the stereo system. The stereo system, he gave me a $500 budget because he's never been big in stereos on these. But I blew that out of the water by 5 times. We spent $2,500 on the stereo. He doesn't know it yet. He's got to pay me for it. Kidding. So yeah, he's in for a hell of a surprise next weekend. Next Sunday, 7 days from right now, I'll probably be doing shit like this last minute. All right, last line. I got it to stretch. I brought the hose stretcher down here and stretched it just right. When this thing fires off, I think it's going to sound like a friggin' 1999 Corvette. Ready to friggin' go rip the friggin' streets. That's what I think it's going to sound like. But I have no idea because there's been no test fires. Next time I might bench test it though, the engine. Okay, done, 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 done. So fuel pump, all right, does everybody follow me? If you've been in here this whole time, like Chris is still here, here we go. Yes, yeah, I will probably do the, as long as he's okay with it, which I think he is and his wife is, you know, because there's kids and stuff. But if they're all cool with it, I'll turn the live on. 5 p.m. next Sunday is when we scheduled it right now. Because I want to do it right before sunset. We get that golden sun, you know, the golden hour. Anyways, okay. So the fuel pump was correct. And at one point it was pumping. No, fuck that. It's too much thinking here. So it's still going in there, out of there. But now we've switched the filter. We got the pump back to normal, and we assume in and return are still on the same side of the filter. It's got to be. All right, let's try it. Fuck it, let's try it. Now I shouldn't hear. Now I shouldn't hear gas going back into the tank. Oh, that built pressure fast. Second time it had pressure on it. Everybody hear that? This one's not for sale. Can't sell this one. Maybe the next one will be for sale. Not this one. Okay, it built pressure like instantly that time, guys. On the second key switch, it had pressure. That is a good sign. That's the goodest sign we've had here in the last 2 hours. Just getting my other camera set up here for all the people that couldn't make it. May y'all rest in peace. Ready? Whew, I gotta get a drink. I got faith. Next one is Sterling collab. What? Let's go. Everybody say a quick prayer. All right, Lord, Heavenly Father. I feel like we've been through the trials and the tribulations this morning that you intended us to have on this great day. But I feel like now is a good time for this just to work and bless your hand upon this ride and let her just breathe and fire. Let's tighten this fuel line up too. Now I know I heard pressure like just like that. I'm gonna just tighten it up. Amen. 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 Here we go. Tighten this line up. I'm gonna hit the switch. So I really don't want gas all over the top of the engine. I don't want gas anywhere on this thing. Have faith. We have faith. I had the filter backwards the whole time. Let's go. How about now? That's a good sound. That's fluid pushing. Oh yeah. Oh shit. So at least it's down there. At least it's underneath the truck. Not in the truck. Now we got fuel leak. That's a good sign. We haven't had a fuel leak yet, so we'll take a fuel leak because that means we're pushing fuel now, but let's go see where we're leaking. Smells like gas. I'm probably not going to be able to see it. Oh man. Let's put my elbow in it. I told you she likes gas. Man, that fitting is tight though. Oh, come on now. That is tight. What is going on there? What are they saying? What'd they say? Are they cussing in the chat? Oh, fuck. Fuck. Shit. That is under a shit ton of pressure. Well, at least we know their system's pressurized now. Holy crap. I am soaked in gas. Nobody come over here and smoke with me. We won't be using a lighter for a while. I just took a bath in gas. I just cracked that line that's leaking and it's all under pressure, which is the supply side of the system. So it's good to know we got pressure now. Well, holy crap. Come on now. How am I going to tighten that bitch up? And why isn't it tightening up? Babe, I need my flashlight.
Your headlamp or what?
No, grab me the flashlight up on top there. Oh, on top of my toolbox. So hard, yeah. It's so hard to get in there. But it feels like it's tight. It's scaring me now. You can see it just oozing out. I might have to change this fitting. I don't know why it's leaking. I have no idea why it's leaking, but it is leaking. Taking it off so many damn times. You only get 3 times on these fittings, and then it's just like junk. Huh. Babe, will you give me the drain pan underneath the toolbox? The black one on the ground? No, 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 the one on the right.
Huh?
The other one.
Oh. Ew, it's oily.
Yeah, just slide it over here. Now, we gotta take this fitting off, but now we got fuel running everywhere because now we pumped the system full of fuel. So on a positive note, we have fuel in the system. On a not positive note, sorry, I keep losing my hat. On a not positive note, we got a leaking fitting. And I don't think I like cross-threaded or anything, but it was the one that was like, oh my gosh, there's so much pressure. Can you give me some more blue towels? Pretty please.
Is that enough?
For now. I'll probably need more. I gotta bleed all this pressure off. Just take this line off to inspect the friggin' fitting. Okay, now we got the pressure off. Woo!
We'll go use the restroom.
Have fun. Oh yeah. Filter is full of fuel. That's a good sign. We're just full of good signs now. Dang. I don't get it. I don't see absolutely anything wrong. And that bitch is not. You know what they say about these AN fittings? You know why they're so badass? Is because they never leak. You believe that? They say that? These never leak. Yeah, here we are. What's the deal with the damn leak? Did the pickup come off the... No, that's a... we already pulled the standpipe. We pulled the standpipe and verified it was good. Man, we've done a lot. Now I have a leak where now we have fuel pressure now. We got plenty of fuel pressure now. We solved that problem. Now we just got a leak problem. We don't know why it's leaking. I'm trying to take this fitting off. But here's the other problem. Where this fitting is, you can't get the stupid AN crescent wrench on it. We all know you can't get any other wrenches on it. And I really got to take this fitting out to look at it. Sterling, we might be here all day. This is exactly how it usually goes. Where's my other crescent wrench? I have a literally crescent wrench somewhere here. Even smaller than this one, but I'm gonna grab this one. Oh, your welder doesn't sit outside underneath the cover? Okay. This is wild. This is fucking wild. Good times, though. I see absolutely nothing wrong with it. I don't get it. And it's tight as a nun's. It's tight as a nun. We'll just say that. We all know. We all know. Okay, tighten that up one more time. When you hit the key this next time, babe, will you do it really quickly?
Just once?
No, don't yet. Not yet. I'm just saying the next time I ask you to,
Yeah, but just once?
on off, yeah. Just on off. All right. Hit it.
Oh.
On off. Stop. Do it again. 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 Leave it on. Shut up. Shut up. I don't get it. I really think it's the brass washer. Oh my gosh. I hate those brass washers. Brass sealing washers are one of the dumbest ideas. And a straight fitting. It's leaking out the brass washer. Almost certain. So I gotta take it off. Fuck. I already got so much pressure. If you hear about an explosion in Oregon, a guy working on a bunch of gas, you know what happened. It's already got so much pressure under it again. Like, well, we know what are you doing. I can't believe how much fuel pressure it builds into that line though. Instant ton of pressure. I'm just sitting here thinking how long it's going to take me to get this gas smell off me. Can you give me more paper towels?
Or blue or
Just give me paper towels. Just give me a bunch of paper towels, please. I can't believe it. Now, we literally Might have solved the problem and then created a fucking problem. That damn brass washer. There's no not having gas on me at this point. I am covered in gas. Gasoline. Maybe that was the point of using that song this morning. Kicking Harold Gasolines, because I knew I was going to be covered in gasoline. Of course it looks fine. I don't know. This all looks fine. What are you saying? My arm's burning out from gas.
Unhook the return line and see what comes out when you cycle
Gasolina.
the key.
While Bill's like knows what I'm like, I'm getting frustrated. Like, no, we just have a leak. We just literally have a leak at this brass washer now. But I don't think I have another one of these fittings. What about an O-ring instead of a brass washer? It's just not designed for that though. It's just gonna squish that out. And the brass washer looks absolutely perfect. I gotta inspect the top of the, you know what I need to do? I need to inspect the top of that. So I'm gonna go take a picture of it. Where are you at? only I had a wrench.
What's that?
Ah! What? If only I had a wrench to fit these fittings correctly.
Well, what size of rim?
It's a joke, babe. Sorry. Inside humor. Inside joke. I don't know what to do other than put this on one more time. If it leaks, I gotta order a new freaking fitting. And next time, order 2 of everything. That'd be cool if you could, though. One day I'll have a nice supply of these fittings. But I'm not there yet. But I tell you what I'm gonna do this time. Think about putting a plug in rather than filling the. Hey, grab me one of those black plugs. I'm just gonna put a plug in it and just see if I can seal the system without filling up the whole line and filter this time. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, I'm not looking at the chat. I'm just trying to get this figured out right now. Hope you guys are doing great. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for hanging out. Okay. Yeah. Suction in, out, plugged. All right, hit it.
Me?
Yeah, just hit the key one time. One time. No, stop. Well, I could go and see if the parts store has any more brass washers. What's the... I wish I had... You know what I wish I had? What are those washers? Banjo washer, like the AC washers? Stick the end of the hose in a gas can and hook up the other end of the back of the fuel line. Sterling, I'm ordering the kit right now. I'm with Wild Bill. It's 12:40. I've been out this for like 4 hours now. I think I'm gonna take off that washer. It's that brass washer, which doesn't look like anything's wrong with it, but I gotta get a different washer. But I need to take a break. Watch for the notification. I'll go live again and I'll wait like 5 minutes. But yeah, I gotta go find a washer. I gotta run down to the parts store and see if they got any of those copper washers. Something happened to that copper washer. It's just pissing. It looks perfectly flat, but it is just pissing out of it. So I'm gonna get this leak fixed. I promise I won't crank it, but well, it's is it brass or copper? I don't know, but you know what I'm saying. It's like this. In the top of the fuel pump, and man, that sucker is tight. But I need smaller ones. I got a couple, but anyways, I'm gonna run down to the parts house, see if they got some of those. I'm gonna eat something. I'm gonna smoke something. I'm gonna wash my gas off my shit. Take us with you. No, I'm gonna get off here for a few and take a break. I gotta take a break. Like Bill said, I gotta clear my head, get this leak fixed. But now we know it got going the right way. Well, we had the pump the right way the whole time. It was just pumping through the filter the wrong way. Create a problem, trying to solve a problem. But anyways. All right, guys. I'll be back. I'll talk to you soon. Well, Gary, I'm going to be back on here in just a little bit. So we'll see you soon. This phone still needs charge too. All right, bye.